modern Renaissance man. If you've been following my channel for some time, double check to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. If you are fairly new to the channel, continue to get an idea what the channel is all about and everything that it entails. Okay, appreciate it. And I know there's not a lot of people in here right now, and there's none in here right now, but I just want to shoot this video and give my take on it. Don't forget, folks, videos like this, if you like them, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so it can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. Okay, appreciate it. Okay, so I want to talk about this because a lot of times whenever a story or something comes out, I like to kind of wait sometimes to see if I can get as much information on it as I can before I actually say something about it. So if you don't know this, a while back, some time ago, Joe Biden made a comment about a little girl that was raped, whatever. So if you don't know this, it was a 10-year-old girl, that was raped. So she was, it's an Ohio 10-year-old's alleged illegal immigrant rapist, 27 years old. He was listed as a minor in the abortionist report to the state. So I'm going to say that again. I'm paraphrasing this now. The 10-year-old girl who was raped by an illegal immigrant, abortionist report as a minor. So yeah, it's kind of, it gets really, really weird, guys. So no matter what, let me just throw this out there first. Do you guys remember that there was a president, number 45, who said, they're rapists, they're coyotes? Y'all remember that? And people lost their mind. Donald Trump is a racist. He called these people rapists and called them murderers, blah, 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 blah. Well, there you have it. Why am I saying that? I don't care who you are, what race that you're a part of. All races, all people across this country rape people. But when Donald Trump said, they're going to come across our border, they're rapists, they're murderers, they're bringing drugs in, they're trafficking children, everybody want to call Donald Trump, oh my God, this misogynistic, bigoted, racist, da-da-da-da-da, he's xenophobic, blah, 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 blah. But this little girl, 10 years old, was raped. Now, some of you can be really, really surprised at that, but unfortunately, I'm not, because Chicago and in the area called Decatur, I know that when I was doing a clinical rotation, there was a 10-year-old girl that did come to our facility that was pregnant. I don't care who you are. I don't even know what would. Anyway, I'm going to move beyond that. I'm going to digress from that. But with that being said, this gets really, really weird. So the little girl that got raped, let me first say this too, before I move on, because I'm getting asked by a lot of you guys to send me emails. Ty, what would you do if that was your daughter? Ladies and gentlemen, if my daughter was raped, first and foremost, seriously, I wouldn't want no one to know that that was my child. Listen up first. I wouldn't want no one to know that that is my child, because I don't want no one to know who's the person that's going to be responsible for killing that man. So I'm just putting that out there. I wouldn't want my name or who I am known. So now, moving from that, seriously, what would I do if that was my little daughter and I found out that my daughter was raped? I would immediately take my daughter to go get the pill. Plain and simple. There's not going to be no long period of time of me trying to decide what's going to happen. Now, folks, I know we all going to be on different pages with this. I know that we are all going to be. But if they told me, Ty, your daughter was raped, she's in the hospital right now, I'm like, yeah, go ahead and do what we need to do to make sure that my daughter does not get pregnant. No, that's not going to happen. Now, if they let a gestation period take place where this girl is like 3 months in or something like that, guys, I mean, y'all, if y'all have not seen it, it is absolutely crazy. When I was doing my clinical rotation and that little girl came in there, and seeing this little girl belly being swollen like that, dude, it was like one of the most shocking. It shocked your system. Like it made you feel almost like kind of sick, you know, because then you thinking to yourself, how is this little bitty body going to push a baby out, which we know is not. It's going to be a cesarean section, because this little girl that came into the hospital, this little girl was 6 months, and y'all, it looked so bizarre. It was the most uneasy thing. It made me want to cry. It was just, woo! It was crazy, man. So it made me sick. Like, I just could not believe it. Like, I didn't 6 months, and I just want to know, like, who did this to this little girl? Man, can I call up some of my family members and say, hey, y'all, we should put a hit out on this dude that did this to this 10-year-old girl, man? Because even, man, it was, but the issue that we're having here is that now with the Roe versus Wade thing being overturned, there's a good chance that some places are not going to allow that. Now, it's going to be, I mean, it's going to a lot of up for debates right here. That's why it's a lot of complexities that come to this. But if you find out that your daughter is raped and you try to go and want to take a next day pill, and that's something that's in place that's saying they're not allowed to do it, boy, there's going to be a lot of hell to be raised on that one right there. I'm serious. So I'm just being, y'all know I am. I'm told you I'm neutral. I am completely neutral. I said that I was completely against abortion when it's some people that are consenting and then they end up being 3, 4, 5 months in, and then they decide they don't want the baby. That's why I love these videos. You can go back and check me on it. When I said if somebody was raped, I understand getting the next day pill. If there was incest or something like that, I understand getting the next day pill. I completely understand that. But even if people that are just consenting and they have sex and she gets pregnant, find out she's pregnant, or if they just have sex and she just takes the next day pill. Some folks get upset about that to me, but I'm just saying it's preventing anything from happening. It's no different than a man that's wearing a condom and it has a spermicide in it. It kills a sperm. I'm just saying there's condoms that do that. And I know that's not all the way fully effective, but it definitely is a contraceptive way. So let me move on a little bit from here, okay? Let me move into the story here because this gets real crazy. It says the Ohio 10-year-old's mother appeared to defend the alleged rapist, who is 27 years old. She appears to defend him. The Guatemalan illegal immigrant charged with raping and impregnating an Ohio 10-year-old who traveled to Indiana for an abortion was listed as a minor in the report. The Indiana-based abortionist sent to the authorities. Dr. Caitlin Bernard reported that the alleged rapist was approximately 17 years old in an official filing to the Indiana Department of Health obtained Thursday by Fox News Digital. On Wednesday, Ohio authorities charged 27-year-old Gerson Fuentes, an illegal immigrant from Guatemala, with the rape of a minor under 13 years old in this case. Fuentes confessed to the crime to Columbus Police Department investigators. Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost said this. However, the 10-year-old's mother said her daughter was fine and everything they say about the rapist is a lie. Now, I know there needs to be a little bit more context to that. What do you mean your daughter is fine and everything they say about the rapist is a lie? So now it makes me think, like, do you know the man? Was you sleep? I'm just telling y'all this, what's going through Ty Smith's head. I'm thinking, do she know the rapist? Like, was this somebody that hung around? Was she housing this rapist? I mean, they need to definitely grill this dude now, because for the mother to say, my 10-year-old daughter who was raped is fine. Did she ask can we talk to the daughter? Like, can we question the daughter? Because I don't think a kid, that's traumatizing. It's one thing. I'm just telling y'all, from people that I've counseled, it's one thing for a person to be groomed by a family member, by a family member's friend, and get molested, right? We talked about this the other day, didn't we, Dante? It's one thing to be groomed and then get molested, but it's another thing for you to be raped. A 10-year-old girl, tiny little self, getting raped by a man. And you're telling me your daughter is fine. Not only that, your daughter had to go get something done to her that she does not even understand. This little girl probably gonna have so many emotions, because So much stuff is going to go into this. This little girl got raped, and you're telling me she's fine. And then the mother said everything they're saying about this guy is a lie. So I just got it. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? So could it be possible that the guy really isn't 27 and he's actually 17? He's an illegal immigrant, y'all. So let's just be reasonable. He's an illegal immigrant. So do we really know if he's 17 or do we really know if he's 27? Guess what? We probably wouldn't have to worry about having that problem if our borders weren't open like that. And it's so funny because I said America is like the biggest whore right now with her legs wide open, and anybody that wants to come inside can come on inside and fill her up with all kind of STDs. I'm metaphorically speaking here. Fill her all up with STDs and all kind of diseases and sicknesses because America, the JJ, is just wide open at that southern border for anybody to want to come inside. So now we get these people that come in here, and then this is a result right here. So in a sense, you can say that this is this current administration's fault, because they allow those borders to be open. We seen it for ourselves. We got people with videos all over YouTube showing people in their backyard. We got people talking about how somebody tried to overtake them. This is all on YouTube. Don't believe me. Go look it up yourself. Google tries to pretty much take a lot of those current stories and put it way at the bottom. So you have to keep on scrolling through until you find exactly what you're looking for. But we were warned that it was going to happen. Now, is it possible that even with our borders being safe and secure like the way it was during Trump era, that people still got across? Yes, that's going to be a given. You'll be lying if you said, oh, when Trump was president, nobody got across the border illegally. Yes, they did. People slip through the cracks, folks. They do. It's just a given. Let's just be real about that. So, but the fact that it's open right now and you got people coming to the United States and something like this is happening, but the fact that the mother said everything is fine. It said the alleged rape made headlines earlier this month after Bernard told the Indy Star on July 1st she had performed an abortion for a young rape victim who she said was forced to cross state lines from Ohio in order to receive the procedure. Ohio implemented a 6-week abortion ban shortly after the Supreme Court overturned the landmark, Roe versus Wade, which granted women the federal right to an abortion. So check this out. I would have thought in my personal self, even though Roe versus Wade was overturned and this happened to this little girl, and then she had to travel to Indiana to, wait a minute, time out, wait. Something just hit me here. It says she was forced to cross state lines from Ohio. Okay, wait a minute, where did she go? Because if she went from Ohio to Indiana, she skipped Illinois. No, I'm just joking. It's a drop down. I'm just making a joke. I'm throwing shots here. But no, what I'm saying is, it said, this is what's going to make this all just crazy, guys. Seriously, listen to this. If this Roe versus Wade thing said it is pretty much preventing what this little girl tried to go and do, but the thing is this. It said that Ohio implemented a 6-week abortion ban shortly after the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade, which granted women the federal right to an abortion. To me, I would have felt like this is not a woman. But since we can't define what a woman is, maybe this is why things are so super complicated right now. Maybe that's why a 10-year-old gets pregnant, but she's not a woman. Well, what is a woman? Because we don't know what a woman is. Therefore, it doesn't matter. She's a birthing person. You see what I'm saying? She's a birthing person. Remember, there is no women. So why would, so that's what I'm saying. So many complexities that plays into it. But to me, if that was my daughter and they telling me that you might have to cross state lines because Roe versus Wade was overturned and they said that it's not allowing women this federal right to an abortion, I'm going to say, well, my daughter is not a woman. You know what I'm saying? So could that have been argued? I do not know. But apparently that might have been something they tried to do, but it didn't work. And I'm going to continue to read on because I don't know. I might be jumping the gun. I don't know how far along this girl was in her pregnancy. So it's hard to imagine that in just a few short weeks, we will have no ability to provide that care. Bernard told the Indy Star at times, referencing the potential similar abortion ban that could go into effect in Indiana following the high court's ruling. Okay. So following Bernard's comments, President Biden referenced the incident during a speech on July 11th, and on the 3rd, South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem was asked during a CNN interview whether she would force young victims of rape to have a baby. In addition, Fuentes was charged Wednesday Republican Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita announced he would investigate Bernard for failing to report the abortion, saying failure to do so constitutes a crime in Indiana. But the documents obtained Thursday by Fox News Digital show Bernard successfully filed the proper report with the state on July the 2nd. Quotes, my client, Dr. Caitlin Bernard, took every appropriate and proper action in accordance with the law and both her medical and ethical training as a physician, unquote. End of quotes. Bernard's lawyer, Kathleen Delaney, said in a statement of Fox Digital, quote, she followed all relevant policies, procedures, and regulations in this case, just as she does every day to provide the possible care for her patients, end of quotes. Quotes again, she has not violated any law, including patient privacy laws, unless get the vaccination, then they want you to disclose everything. You can't keep that a privacy though. And telling people whether they're vaccinated or not, you can't. Anyway, I digress from that. Just want to throw that. I told you I'm throwing some shots. So it says she has not violated any law, including patient privacy law, and she has not been disciplined by her employer. Delaney continued, we are considering legal action against those who have smeared my client, including Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita, and know the facts will all come out in due time. The documents show Bernard performed a non-surgical abortion for a 6 weeks pregnant 10-year-old girl of Mexican ethnicity on June the 30th. Wow. She was 6 weeks pregnant. Dang, man. So, y'all, this is the type of thing that just gets me right here, though, is that 6 weeks pregnant. The mother didn't know the little girl was raped. The little girl didn't tell her mommy what happened to her. Does the mom know? Y'all, I'm just telling y'all. I'm just telling you. I've grown up around people in the projects, in the hood. A lot of these single mothers who do not have the mental capacity and the natural instinct to want to protect their children would have people that was over there were babysitting. Yeah, they would have a girl that would come over and babysit, let's just say, while she goes out to the club or whatever like this. This is just, I'm giving y'all examples of where I grew up and things that happened there. And while the single mom was out at the club, she had a babysitter over. Well, the babysitter had a boyfriend. So you see what I'm getting at right now, right? The babysitter had a boyfriend, whatever. And stuff happened. Stuff flat out happened. The kid would tell the parent. And I know we've seen a few times where they went off the rails, beating the dude up. They're like, hey, what's going on? Why all of a sudden, the single mom, she called over some of her cousins or brothers, and the babysitter boyfriend, they beat the stink out of him. And then you heard all this fussing about him touching on a little girl, him touching on that little girl, him doing this to that little girl. So when he did that, they immediately would take her to the hospital and just make sure, they would do the rape kit and make sure nothing like that happened, make sure there was no semen or something in her. So what I'm saying therefore is this. I would like to know the details of how this guy was able to do this. The fact that the mother is defending the rapist is just making me assume that she knows this man. Now, I'm going to read a comment here. Lacey said, I was pregnant at 12 years old. Everyone blamed me, so I know how it feels. Yeah, I got you, Lacey. That's a good point. It does not even matter. But ladies and gentlemen, understand this. I'm serious, y'all. Understand that you can mark my words on July 15th of 2022. Something like this is the reason why legislation is trying to push this disgusting pornographic pedophilia on our children that they're trying to put into the school curriculum, trying to teach kids like in the first, second, third, fourth grade what sexual consent is. Y'all, I've gotten books from people all over from different countries. Different states here in America with these books that they're trying to introduce into legislation that's graphic in picture, is graphic in reading, but they are literally trying to teach young children what sexual consent is. They are teaching these little kids things like, this is the part of your body, okay? We're not talking just anatomy and physiology. It's one thing to talk about anatomy and physiology to kids, but it's another thing to sit there and tell them things like, oh, see, when you rub down here, it feels good. See, don't that feel good? That's good. Yeah, that's good. I know that's disgusting. I'm doing it, but I'm just telling you, that's what these books are showing. It is showing them with a little girl Same exact thing. She's rubbing on her. Look, if there's no kids in here, good. But I'm just telling y'all, I'm giving you the anatomy part behind it. But if a little girl gets touched on her clitoris and it feels good, they're teaching those kids, see, that feels good. So that's a good thing. That is a good thing. So right now, if you can coerce kids and go along with them pretending that they might be a sex that they're not, imagine the belief that these kids will definitely have with a physical stimulation. Can you imagine that? Little boys who claim they are girls, the parents, crazy parents, I'm just telling you, crazy parents buy into it, let these kids run with their imagination like that. These kids are not fully mature to even understand what they're doing or talking about. There's a boy is saying that he's a girl. The parents are going along with it. A girl saying that she is a boy. The parents are going along with it. Now, can you imagine when people are actually telling kids that if you sit there and you get this good feeling on his glands, penis, or his head of his penis, and it feels good, that's okay. And a little girl, if she gets touched on her clitoris and it feels good, that's okay. So not alone if they're putting it in his kid head, but then the kid is actually having a physical stimulation, feel good response from that. So then they're going to believe it, and it must be right because it feels good. And now these kids end up going out and trying to carry this thing out on their own. You're going to end up raising a whole bunch of little pre-pedos. I'm just telling y'all the truth. You don't believe me? I know that when we were younger, we watched a Disney movie. I mean, I don't care what y'all think about the Disney movies back in the late 80s or early 90s. If there was any type of kissing or anything in that video, our teachers, whenever send them, I don't know, just think of a Disney movie. It doesn't even matter. When they kissed in the movie, the teacher would turn around and look at us she would turn around and look at us and we were all, ooh. Next thing you know, we go out there in the playground, and here we are catching Dusty and Jennifer kissing behind a tree. And then the teachers go off, you do not do that. What you expect them to do? When they sat there and saw kissing in the Disney movie, and the teacher turned around and all the kids, ooh, and they go out there and practice it. That was just kissing. Now, can you imagine a book now? A book that's showing these graphic things. Guys, y'all, I'm telling y'all should, this is ridiculous. If I had it with me, I would show y'all. No, I wouldn't, because YouTube would flag me. They're showing kids in the second, third, fourth grade oral sex, fingering, licking anus. I kid you not, rubbing the anus. Their self-masturbation. They're showing boys doing it to boys, girls doing it to girls, girls doing it to boys. Kids in the second, third, fourth grade. And it's talking about how when little Timmy touches down here, little Timmy closes his eyes and he says, that feels really good. They're sitting there grooming these kids to accept molestation. They're sitting there grooming these kids to accept pedophilia. Better yet, could it be possible they're grooming these kids to actually notice if they're being trafficked, so what? Because it feels good. I mean, y'all, there's so many dang on avenues that this can go down, that this is absolutely sickening and disgusting. So what I'm saying that for is this. The fact that this mother is sitting here defending this grown man that raped their daughter, I believe that she knows who he is, and her and him might have had a thing going on. I just cannot help but know that, because there's just no way some random person is just going to be able to just waltz up in your house or waltz around something like that and just rape your child. There's just no way. But then to turn around and say that the little girl is fine, man, come on, man, that's crazy, y'all. So anyway, I just want to just throw that out there to you guys, because I know a lot of people were emailing me and telling me to hit on this, because at first people thought that Joe Biden was making it up, which he wasn't. But in a case like this, to sum it up, the girl was 6 weeks. 6 weeks. The mother didn't know for 6 weeks that her daughter was raped. I want to go and I would like them to question that mother some more. They need to ask that mother, do you know this man? How did this man get to your daughter? Da-da-da-da-da. But y'all, you can go and check this out. Don't believe me. Go on Google or YouTube right now and go on there and type it in yourself. You can see the video. I can't show the video because I'm being flagged for all kind of random things. YouTube took my video down with the Uvalde video that I show. Understand this. Y'all can look this up right now. If you go in and put in Uvalde video, you're going to find tons of channels that got the video footage across the board. The news channels have it on. Go on there right now, look it up on YouTube. The Uvalde videos, I'm not about to get into that, but I'm just telling you guys, my video got taken down. You guys remember? I just showed you guys the video. I said it's not going to be no commentary. I just want you guys to see the video and draw up your own conclusions, and then we will go back and we will talk about it. I just put the video up there. My video got banned for showing and displaying violence and like crazy. And it says just showing violence and showing like dead bodies and blood, showing graphic or gore. That video didn't even show anybody getting killed at all. You guys that are in here right now, some of you guys saw it. That video did not show any killing at all, but my video got taken down by YouTube. They didn't give me a strike, but they took my video down saying you can't show this, you can't show violence, you can't show gore, you can't show dead bodies. There was not one dead body in that video. They didn't even show when they even killed the dude in the video. But right now, you can go on YouTube right now, and I explained to YouTube, there are hundreds and hundreds of videos up right now. I can give you guys the links. News channels got the video up. Other creators got the video up, but y'all took mines down? Anyway, we all know what that's for. With that being said, folks, let me know what y'all think of this. I mean, to me, you guys all know what I felt about abortion, but if it was my 10-year-old daughter and I found out she got raped, she's going to the hospital to make sure that she will not have any type of conception or fertilization or anything like that that's going to happen. There's no way that I will wait a week. I wouldn't wait a day. I definitely wouldn't wait no freaking 6 weeks to say, oh, I think we need to go and get my daughter an abortion. That is absolutely crazy. So to me, that daughter needs to be taken away from the minute that woman tried to defend that rapist. That daughter needs to be taken away from that mom. She needs to be taken away from that mother. And hopefully if there's some family member around there, they can try to see if they can put her with other family members, but she needs to be taken away from her mom because her mom sounds like she's a little bit off. And I'm making an assumption here. I feel like her mom didn't protect her. Her mom trying to cover up for the rapist. Her mom know the rapist. Her mom probably has something going on with the rapist. How do we know? Maybe the mom was trafficking her daughter. We don't. I'm just saying. So anyway, appreciate you guys all being here. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. I really appreciate if you guys get the video a thumbs up. Click it. So the video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. And I got some people from family that are hitting me with some more stuff that possibly happened up in Chicago. So I might be talking a few more things there. But y'all know how I end all my videos. And I hope you guys are all doing good. And I know this is crazy and all that, but these are things that we definitely need to talk about. These are things that we definitely need to discuss. And you that are in this chat right now, don't forget that when this video is over, I don't care if you just go down to the comment section and you put thank you. If you do that in the comment section, it actually pushes the algorithm further into YouTube's AI and all that. So when this video is over, I don't care if you put a period, just leave a comment or something like that. All right. Really, really appreciate you guys. And thank you all for being here. We'll do this again. I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.